Hey all, and welcome back to Man of Medan's Theatrical Cut. We've gotten to know the players now, Alex especially, considering he proposed to Julia fucking like 10,000 leagues under the sea and so on. But yeah, Brad can't hold his liquor, Conrad's a bit of a dipshit, well-meaning but still, and Fliss picks poor choices of calligraphy for her IDs, so...
That is her defining character trait here, right?
Clearly! Like, I mean, seriously, like, your choice in font is integral to who you are as a person.
Yeah. So what was the deal with those other guys in the boat then? Like Senor White-Eye, did he just get bored and leave?
Apparently, they seem to have gone away of their own accord, providing that whole barbecue explosion thing wasn't an influence on that.
So, how does it feel to soon be known as the Mrs. Julia Smith?
I could do with a more extravagant surname. Smith is a little bit basic, but I'll live.
I wasn't sure how it would feel.
How insulting would that be if you just went, no, I'm keeping my own name, bitch.
So,
Just call me Mrs. Julia Shark Defier. It's the best. How is that provocative? Ooh, my daddy can pay the bills.
What?
if your dad pulls out all the stops and we have the wedding of the century...
Let's hold it underwater as well, and this time there'll be 5 sharks.
I can only afford one rebreather, you know.
Hey, anything's not a big deal.
So this is like the little source of conflict here, in fact that her parents are completely fucking loaded, and there seems to be a bit of insecurity about that. Just not up front and centre, but it's there lingering.
Yeah, so Alex and Brad don't come from money, the rich white kids do. Okay.
Where did everyone go?
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I think that is a pretty common thing when you end up with relationships with one side's from money and the other is not. It just sort of, yeah, it can become a bit of an issue. It's the same with when you end up with relationships where one is sort of the primary earner and the other doesn't. There sometimes ends up being situations of envy, but, oh, get a room, you super.
They were in a room.
Yeah, but it's just they forgot to lock the door.
Coast Guard! The Coast Guard are here!
Stop fucking now! That's a stop fucking notification.
All this mess, we can't let them take us alive! What the fuck?
I was trying to get my freak on.
Oh, brother. Literally.
It's okay. I like that delivery.
Oh yeah, the beers. I was just getting them now.
Yeah, I just got a bit sidetracked.
I'm gonna smash this over Julia's fucking head. Don't think I didn't notice the juddering.
Yeah, that is one thing I will say, that
Alright,
this is mostly running uncapped. Like, I was playing it with the frame rate unlocked against the developers' recommendations, because for the most part it just plays really well like this. They do recommend capping it at 30, but you know, there's so few little stutters like that. I just took the L and just went with it.
Fair dues, mate.
Like, I'm pretty sure the console versions are capped at 30 though, just outright.
Oh, there would be. Like, I mean, I can't think of a single example that goes anything higher than trying to cap at 60, and sort of that is rare enough as it is.
Yeah, like sometimes on like the PS4 Pro and that, they have like an option of either higher graphical fidelity or a higher frame rate, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not that common.
You told me to follow my heart.
I laughed there was like a selfie of the fucking eel or something just coming right from the
Yeah, just with
camera.
its fin out, like.
Alright, it's time to go get Kronk, I guess.
We going again tomorrow?
Nope, she's just walking away.
I don't know whether getting completely smashed when we're on a diving trip is the smartest idea.
No.
As long as the captain is fine, we'll be A-okay.
Well, I think the people underwater need to be at least aware of their surroundings.
Almost time for barbecuing. Got the pad yet?
Oh,
Agree
no,
to disagree.
not yet.
I think it would just make it more fun.
Yeah, okay. It's fun when people get like compressed up and sick and killed underwater. Yeah, that's fun, Tom.
Well, it's a horror game, it's playing to tropes.
Come here, you vixen.
What? That was a line nobody ever says.
Easy, Tiger. We should get back.
Oh, we're just all calling each other animals now. Okay, I'll be Entom the mole.
Okay, then I'll be Richie the puppy because that's basically all. Like, I just do the puppy dog eyes. It's fine.
And I'm not a furry.
No, you're just an incel, mate.
Yeah, well, incels for the wincel, right?
No resistance there.
Oh, I regret
Alright, everyone.
everything. Just now. Manchurian gold, you say?
Who wants to find some sunken treasure?
Dude, don't give me some bullshit about you not wanting to find treasure. Within the heart of every man, woman, and child beats lust for gold.
Just a couple hours if the weather stays steady.
Well, I mean, like, it's shiny and it's pretty and I want it.
Yeah. It just takes me back to the AVGN episode of Sword Quest, which is probably in my top 5. It's just all about finding treasure, and you could win literal treasure like a crown, a sword, a cup, and so on.
Gotten shot down before they could deliver all the rafts.
It's a good episode, go watch it.
Reckless, all of you.
Excuse me?
I told you to leave everything down
Fliss
there
is
alone.
mad.
Oh, come on. We've been through this already.
I'm not talking about the law.
No, hey, they were respectful.
They said 50 Hail Marys before coming up.
Whatever you
It's
took
fine, we
was
didn't
too
use
much.
any bad language when we trashed the fuck out of that plane.
Nobody alive knows what we did down there. That's even worse!
Can talk.
You Americans are all the same, huh? No respect for anyone else's traditions.
On the nose, go
Never
back
gone
50
to that train in
paces.
the first place. It's bad luck. You think you can scavenge down there and it makes no difference, but every single thing you bring back has an essence. It's like a ghost you
Okay.
have to the surface.
Well, is it like friggin' Fatal Frame? Are there ghosts in the pictures
You never
now?
think about much of anything.
Or she's
Maybe you've never heard
paranoid.
about such cool ghost stories.
They're not cool ghost stories. Not like for fun.
I mean, they are
People
still
drown in
cool
these
ghost
waters and
stories.
You have to respect their resting place.
Damn straight. Brad, you got a fun ghost story, right?
Yeah, I heard a story. Happened right around here, too.
Let's hear it. We could all use a good show.
I think you're chill pretty much right now, Conrad. Just calm it down,
Let's
son.
hear it. I bet you can spin a good yarn.
It's kind of messed up, actually.
No, that's good. The more messed up, the
Let's get
better.
it, little bro.
Yeah, like, if we're gonna have a messed up story, we want to go all the fucking way with a messed up story, really, don't we?
Ah, I submit for the approval of the Midnight Society.
True story? Where'd you hear this?
Ah, well.
Well, you see, I read it online before we headed out.
Leather book, eye patch, wooden leg, the whole 9 yards. And for $1, he told me his secrets.
You know, somehow I don't believe this.
No.
Hey.
I mean, you're not going to get the best horror stories for $1. Come on now.
It's very true.
Isolated from the rest of
Yeah,
the
you
world.
gotta, like, at
Only
least
be
put
in the
150
night.
down, and maybe it'll
Sailors
convince them to
fighting.
give you, like, their better
The lighthouse keeper
material.
would hear the waves pounding the rocky shore.
Hot.
One misty morning, he comes upon a woman.
Oh, please, clean it up.
She's stumbling down the beach. He hurries to her aid, and she falls into his arms, sobbing.
And it was a
Brings her
ghost.
back to the lighthouse. He asks where she's from.
I'm from hell.
Time. Smooth.
He of the one-track mind.
Put your dick away, we're listening to ghost stories.
In the lighthouse. My parents are upstairs right now.
Twist.
Of course, the lighthouse keeper says, that isn't so. Of course, he's lived there alone for years.
But who was
And the woman
phone?
becomes hysterical, and insist her parents are upstairs. So, they go to the top of the lighthouse, and there, splayed out on the floor, is a man and a woman brutally murdered with an axe.
Axe
Use an axe.
Ghost.
I mean, do
Classic.
people even use axes anymore?
I'm just reporting
It's
the
strange
facts.
how this
They
story
just
that totally real and
chopped
totally
up into
happened
little tiny giblets.
just plays into all these cliches, Brad. I've got to say, I feel like you're bluffing us.
Yeah, where's the spooky, scary skeleton? Or the guy wearing a sheet with little eyes cut out?
Yeah, also, you know,
Okay.
you could have gone with, you know, a
Okay.
slightly better weapon than an axe, like, you know, a chainsaw,
She still
or,
is
you
hysterical.
know, a samurai
Says her husband did it,
sword.
and he's still here.
All sorts of those things.
I mean, they're pretty all versatile.
The husband, eh? So is this a warning to all future brides?
Hey, no backseas. You're locked
I
in.
don't think it quite works like that. You didn't sign a contract yet.
You sweared fealty under the ocean's waves. Poseidon will make sure you get married.
But he's cut his own throat.
Dun-dun!
Horrified, he looks closer to see the dead man's face in the dark.
And it was his.
Closer. Closer. And he sees. It's his own face.
Oh my god, that's so scary and very realistic. Oh jeez.
To be fair, like, I will say that was a lot of build up for a very minor jump scare.
Squire.
Wasn't scary. Didn't scream.
You have me going. That's pretty cool.
To be fair, that's where I would go. Like, it's weird. Like, you wouldn't have thought that I'd be into horror things, but I surprisingly am. And like, I've got nerves of steel. Like everyone said, like both like It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2 were terrifying. And I'm just sat there, just going like, oh, that was a good film.
Well, it's weird. I don't really care for horror films, but I like reading ghost threads and whatnot, sites and so on. I think it's just the unknown that I find appealing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like the kind of urban legend kind of stuff, the stuff that, like, although it's been passed around so much that any little inkling of truth might have had as being Chinese whispered out, it's still fascinating, the fact that there's this slight plausibility to stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Sleep well. The ocean watches you.
Well, you see, they'll be fine as long as they consider the coconut, the trunk and the leaves.
I think we're far away from Moana's island right now. Oh my fucking god. Didn't realise the organisation were going to come ransack the boat. I am amazed they haven't woken up yet.
They're clearly all very deep sleepers, which, I mean, you know, is pretty terrifying, but then you wouldn't think to be nervous when you're in the middle of the ocean, because it's not like anyone's going to hurt you. Apart from this weirdo.
Yeah, apart from this one guy who just shows up sometimes.
Wow, this is a little flaccid for a quick time event.
Yeah, although to be fair, we are still, like, early days so far.
Was he already in a state of undress, or did you strip him? And if so, for why?
He looks like one of those people who sleeps in his boxers, so he was already in a state of undress.
Okay. Just so long as we're clear. Get in there.
Into the collection of people we've got here.
I think we're missing a couple. Alright, now it's 4 out of 5. It's like Pikmin. Oh, here he is. What, did you have to go off to find your cloaks or something?
Yeah, well, you got to make a proper entrance.
Also, you need to look like a serial killer. That's sort of the key. It's like, you can get away with sort of looking like a normal human being at times, but if you're going for that serial killer look, you really need like a big cloak, or you need to do, you know, a little extra with the eye, or whatever you like, really.
Yeah, a cleaver is optional, as is blood.
Exactly.
So I'm just kind of confused. How did they get there without a boat, or was that just artistic license?
Well, they had the boat, didn't they?
Yeah, but they just kind of warped on deck, it seemed.
I think just
Remember that our main cast were fucking wasted, so they wouldn't have seen or heard a lot of stuff because they were out cold.
Okay, so unreliable narrator sort of thing then.
I guess you could take it as that.
Hello. See? I told you. Blood. It brings it all together. Yeah, don't get up or anything, Conrad. It's fine.
You see, this is where a good bit of flexibility comes into play.
Oh god, I would be fucked.
Good news, bad news.
bad news. I don't see how this could get any worse.
The bad news is these are kind of maybe the fishermen I pissed off earlier.
Oh no. Karma's gonna get him good.
Oh, I love this.
I recognize them.
How is that good news?
I thought you were gonna ask the good news first.
Alex, what are they gonna do to us?
Well, they could blow up the boat, leave us stranded out here. I don't know, there's a number of options.
I mean, the key things are either going to be nick everything from us and leave us for dead / murderers, or, you know, try and ransom us off to somebody. Like, those are the key things that most pirates, I think, tend to go for these days.
Hey, come on, we're jumping to conclusions here. Nice dodge, by the way. These could just be really unfriendly people. It doesn't mean necessarily that they're pirates.
Well, I mean, they have boarded our ship against, like, our will.
He's dead.
knows you're out here, little lady.
Oh man, that
You're all alone
octave
with
drop. Bow.
Let's make the most of it.
You can go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
You're the little lady.
Conrad, colour commentary is not necessary right now, that's our job. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he totally deserved that.
Now he will feed the fish as well.
Yeah, also, has the game kind of forgotten that Brad exists?
Yeah.
These guys coming in to, you know, take over the boat have done a pretty poor job of making sure that everyone was secure.
These are kind of milquetoast pirates as well, just kind of punching him and whatnot. Really, they should have gotten out the machetes by now.
You know how to treat a lady, right?
Yeah, it seems like they don't really know what they're doing here.
Like, are you trying to knock me out? Because you could stand to hit a little bit harder. Okay, here comes the knife. It's a bit piddly though. What is this, a kitchen knife? You're gonna cut an apple against my cheek or something?
It can sort of cut butter if you really push it.
Yeah, I don't think being antagonistic there would have paid off.
We finish with him later.
Oh god, they're going to make him into a surfboard and then surf away.
That'd be pretty sick, honestly.
Oh Conrad, you were useful in the end.
Best behavior, little man.
I don't like it when people are rude.
Get off! Get off of me!
I don't want a proper fight.
Oh, there's Brad. Right.
We're coming back.
Just pretend to be hogtied. Alright, who's next to be worked over? This lad's had enough.
It's fine, you'll get one go out to get some fresh air, one at a time.
Aw. They're the friendly pirates, really.
Wait, no!
Oh boy, here we go.
You bastards!
Hey. Dipstick. Shut the fuck up.
Isn't he worried that the dude is clearly standing up at his eye level and he shouldn't be?
Yeah, but that's not the boss guy, so you probably don't want to risk anything.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, they didn't bind their legs, so even though, you know, you could see that his arms were moving, like, I mean, it is dark in there, so maybe he just thought that, you know, they still had some level of movement, just... Yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to make logic out of things that don't have any logic.
Wow, that was quick.
It's very quick.
My turn.
Fuck. Motherfuckers.
Seriously, you were out there for 2 seconds. What could they have possibly have done to you? It's just a very intense Q&A session.
What did he do to you?
I'm fine. They didn't touch me.
Okay.
They asked about our parents.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
How much money they have. Alex, I'm so sorry.
What? What is it?
They took my ring.
Oh, god damn it. Now I'm gonna have to fight a shark for another one. I like how they're just kind of ignoring Conrad for the most part here.
Now we just have to wait and see what
It's
the
probably
lady
for the
says.
best.
Meanwhile, over there...
That sure is a thunderbolt.
God, Conrad, shut up. You're not making this any easier.
No, he's actually onto something.
Oh, I see. He's counting the lightning strikes.
Storm's 8 miles away.
They came here on a boat. Maybe we can take it.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, to be fair, when you're trapped in a boat like this with, you know, a bunch of crazy people on board trying to, you know, do whatever with you, you're kind of not left with too many options on what you can do.
I know.
Fuckers need to pay.
Got past the time somehow, haven't you?
Exactly.
But if we had the gun, they'd be forced.
I've read that fucking book Julia brought with us like 8 times now.
Get out through the window. We gotta break these off first.
Too loud. They'll hear it.
We're gonna break them during the thunder.
I wonder how divergent this particular part of the chapter is. Can you change it in any meaningful way of
From
playing?
the other side.
Yes, there are actually some huge changes that come toward the tail end of this, but ones that don't actually pay off until quite a bit later into the game.
Okay.
2, 3, 4,
Got to time this one.
6.
Nice.
Conrad, go to the other side. We'll hit them together.
Hyper combo KO. Okay, this is kind of cool. I was expecting the bigger ship for the most part, but I guess we'll get to that eventually.
This is like our warm-up ship.
The warm-up ship.
Here we go, more of these keep calm sections.
Uh-oh, look out, here comes the remix! Now I have the knife.
So yes, whether you get the knife or whether you get the boat is like your bigger, you know, diversion path, but there are some other little bits along the way too.
Easy.
Fliss.
And I suppose you've probably also got at least 1 or 2 potential death moments during this as well.
I can't remember actually, though I think the fact that there's guns and knives about, that's quite likely.
Think about what you're doing, boy.
Get to the boat. Get out. Go.
They're holding them very lightly here to say they're, like, taking hostages. Take the gun. Oh, you just deserve that one, really.
I did what you said though, I tried to take the gun.
Let it go. No!
Alex, this is crazy.
Get off our boat.
And Fliss is like, technically it's my boat, Fliss, you're not helping now.
Yeah, this is not the time or place.
Get these assholes out of here.
Is she playing possum, as it were?
Get off our boat. Now.
Got him! So I kind of missed what happened there. It all was a bit of a jumble.
Yeah, it was a little bit vague there. We just saw like a bit of crash into the ground.
Bring them downstairs.
Ah, so, you know,
Take this.
she might have been a little bit shot. Maybe. I can't
A
quite
little
tell.
bit shot, like they're different layers of being shot.
Well, you know, she could have been shot in the arm. That's slightly less shot than somewhere in the stomach. She's less likely to die.
Oh, Richie.
Right here. Sit.
I'm not a fucking dog, you know.
Arrêtez, bande de cons. C'est mon bateau. Stop.
Ferme-la, ou je te mets mon poing dans la gueule.
Alright, it's multicultural.
Olsen,
We found it.
Maybe they found more than what they were trying to take.
Hmm.
Well, well, this pleases my single eye.
Tell me about
I'm sure the other one would love it too, if it still worked.
and go.
Oh, bit of a load. Alright, where are we going there?
Well, we're clearly going somewhere a bit more intense when it has to load up, and you've seen like that.
I guess so. You watch the Kraken will come out now and things will really start getting spicy.
I told you not to watch ahead.
I will say, the game is damaging the player characters a lot more than Until Dawn did much earlier.
Yeah, well, you got to remember as well, this is a shorter game on the whole. Like, it's about 4.5 hours long, so if we want to have some action, we have got to kind of speed up and get to it.
We're lucky it's not worse. Could have been killed. What were you thinking?
What's this me thing you're talking about? Sorry, I had to change the pronouns though.
No, Julia is the only person in danger here, clearly.
Calm down, we were only talking.
There's no harm in just talking.
You wanna talk? Keep the volume down.
Okay, that was a little bit flaccid. You meant to control the situation here. At least wipe the blood off your face, it's distracting.
I know, it's just like, it's just going to be sort of sitting there, drying, just, ew, like, God, man, just wipe yourself up.
I wish he didn't get that prompt, just so Conrad could smack his face into the desk.
Come with me.
No, but the whole thing about, like, leaving blood, that is a kind of trope that you see from time to time, in that it just shows a bit of recklessness and a bit of apathy towards social norms from a character.
True.
And you see it sometimes, like when a character's got a weapon and they got blood on the weapon that they don't wipe down before putting it away. That's quite a common one.
Well, now you see, I get that one, because generally if you're holding a knife or whatever and, it's just murdered someone and, you're not trying to not get caught, like, you don't really care if it's got blood on it or not, but if you've got blood on your face and stuff, then it just feels awful. So unless, you're actually in a sort of awful situation and you're running about trying to escape with your life, at which point, really, looking after yourself is not really the most important thing in the world, in terms of your appearance. Like, at any other point, like, you might want to just sort of, wipe it off your face, because it's going to be distracting in terms of doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But then again, to be fair, I am needlessly fussy about that sort of thing, so I find it more sort of just like, ugh, than anything else. Like, I don't do mud either. Like, people get mud, I'm just like, just wipe it off, for the love of God.
You are waffling a little bit now, but it's okay, because she's just trying to play it cool right now. Let's hope the Coast Guard understood what we were trying to put across. Nice one, Flame. We would have been sucked into a whirlpool there if you didn't get it right.
It's fine, I'm on the ball with some of these. That water could still use a bit of work.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like, the water that's actually in the sea and getting jolted around, that looks fine. It's just when you get the splash that it really kind of shows that it's not blended in the best.
No. Oh, Jesus.
Hey!
No. Go down there and drown.
Now!
Seriously, did the game just forget about Brad?
Thanks, I guess.
He's still down there hiding, isn't he?
Brad? Is he hiding somewhere?
Okay. They acknowledged it, good, because it was pissing me off.
Yeah, also, I like how he's under the bunk bed in an area that is audible to, the pirates, and, they could just go down and get him.
Okay, this is bad.
Although there is another fork in the path here as to whether you call him or whether you leave him, so that's something that you might want to be attentive to as well.
Thanks, Alex, you fucking nog.
I mean, to be fair, he probably could have drowned down there, so...
I guess.
Well, I mean, the door was shut.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Time for our boat to evolve.
I swear to God, if there is a monkey on there wearing a sailor's outfit, I am done. Oh, Jesus! Kind of the pirates' lucky day, really. If this thing's weapons are still functional, they've got it made on the high seas.
Why didn't we just nick this boat in the first place? Like, for real.
Quite different.
I think you made the correct choices there. Honestly, I'm just sort of winging it.
I mean, I kind of was.
Well, to be fair, that's the best way to play these things, really, isn't it?
Kind-hearted creature I am, I'd like to offer you some forewarning of what's to come.
I bet this has drawbacks and so on.
I don't think it actually does to start with.
Okay then. we will turn to the Bard for inspiration.
Shakespeare?
Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 7. The Prince of Morocco pulls a scroll from the eye of a skull and reads, "All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told."
That really helps me.
What that means we don't know, but the chapter's over now, so I don't really have to make too much sense.
No, also yes, for using Shakespeare to make random points using random quotes. I like this guy, but hey, maybe make points of your metaphors first, please.
Indeed. Well, this was a spicy chapter, and we're ending on a spicy note with a bit of brew. See you next time for more of Man of Medan.